News you won't hear on major media. On Friday, Democrats lost their fight for long-term health care benefits for coal miners. Seems they faced government shutdown when the Republicans refused to allow the funding bill to go forward if the Democrats kept the amendment in the bill. That's right, coal miners. The Republican Party doesn't give a damn about your health care, so Democrats, being weak-willed and spineless, unwilling to put up a fight for the American worker, then proceeded to kiss the hand which punches them in the face time and time again and went to cower in the corner like children. In other news, Donald Trump won the election. Or did he? Well, the Electoral College might have something to say about that. This is We the People. Bipartisan members of the Electoral College have written a letter to the National Security Agency asking for a formal briefing on the information pertaining to Russian interference in the 2016 election campaign. Does this mean the electors will flip the vote and overturn the election and give it to Clinton instead of Trump? In a word, no. The fact is that right now only 8 electors have declared themselves faithless, a term meaning that they will not vote with their state's popular vote and not vote for Trump. Only 8. It would take no less than 37 electors to overturn the election, and in the event that 37 or more electors chose to declare themselves faithless, Clinton is unlikely to end up to be our next president. But we'll get to that later. The facts are basic ones. As reported in the Washington Post and the New York Times and various other publications over the weekend, CIA, the FBI, including Jim Comey, and the NSA briefed the Gang of 12, which is a group of bipartisan members of the House and Senate, regarding the hacks to the DNC and other steps the Russian government used to affect the election in favor of Trump. Now, this meeting took place in September. That's right, September. Obama asked for this briefing to take place for the purpose of presenting a united bipartisan front to tell the American people that an outside government was working to influence our election. But we didn't see any bipartisan group of Congress come forward to tell the American people about Russian interference in September, did we? No, we did not. Well, I'm going to tell you why. The reason is quite simple. Republican Senator Mitch McConnell refused to support such a bipartisan announcement back in September. That's right, Mitch McConnell refused to support a bipartisan announcement in September. He refused to take part, and he took along with him his fellow Republicans. Without this, Obama knew that if he and the Democrats alone announced this Russian interference, it would be seen as a clear partisan political attack on Donald Trump and the Republican Party. So in the end, it was silenced. They said nothing. No announcement. Trump wins. Now, does this make a difference in the election? Would it really have all mattered in any way, shape, or form? Would it have changed the results of the election? There's only one answer to that question. We do not know. But as an American, as a voter, as a person who believes in free, fair, and untarnished elections, it was our right to know this. Mitch McConnell and the Republican Party did not have the authority to make the decision to prevent us from being able to hear about it. We should have known then, just like we should know more now. But let's get back to Mitch. Let's fast forward to late November. The election is over, Trump has won, and then he selects a lovely lady by the name of Elaine Chao to become the Secretary of Transportation. Who is Elaine Chao, you might ask? Why, she's the wife of Republican Senator Mitch McConnell. Is this tit for tat? Is it pay to play? Did Mitch McConnell sell out the American people to secure his wife a job in a Trump administration? Or did Trump find out that McConnell covered his ass, so this was payback? Either way, you can only get one result from these events. Mitch McConnell is a traitor to the American people. He is a traitor, and he is corrupt beyond recovery, and he needs to be removed from office as soon as humanly possible. Clearly, the only person that he works for is himself, and of course, maybe on the side, he might work for his corporate donors. Or who knows, maybe he's working for the Russians too, but that's speculation. But there isn't a damn thing the American people can do about this pay-for-play garbage. Not if Trump becomes president. Not if he takes office on January 20th. Just have to suck it up and deal with it. But will he become president on January 20th? And this brings us back to the Electoral College. In the event the Electoral College overturns this election, and in all honesty, I believe this is about as likely as my winning the Powerball next week, the electors won't put Clinton in office instead of Trump. If they did, there would be, no doubt, an uprising, the likes of which we haven't seen since the Civil War. It isn't a good idea to piss off 60 million voters in this country that way, especially if 80% of them happen to have guns. No, get it. It's more likely they would put forth a third candidate. Who might that be? Well, we have a pretty good idea, and it won't be Mike Pence. Most likely this person is going to be Ohio Governor John Kasich. You see, the Republican electors won't overturn the voters for a Republican and give it to a Democrat. Not to mention, Republican electors would never vote for Clinton or any other Democrat regardless. There's no way they would do that. They would rather see Trump in the White House before they'd see another Democrat take office. So they need someone they can trust, someone that will be true to their cause, a Republican in good standing who is tame by most regards when it comes to the Democratic standards, someone that Democrats can tolerate, a Republican who Democratic electors could actually swallow their pride and vote for to keep Trump from taking office. The only name that matches that criteria is John Kasich. And one declared faithless elector has already gone on record saying that he will put forth John Kasich as an alternative to Trump. Will the Democratic electors vote for Kasich? Well, ask yourself, would you rather have John Kasich in the White House or Donald Trump if that was your only choice? In 7 days, we get to find out. The Electoral College meets on December 19th, and if you're a religious person, I would suggest you pray. Please subscribe to the channel. Visit the blog page at WTPAmerica.org. Please become a patron and donate to the cause at patreon.com/WTPAmerica. My name is Alan Garrett. This has been We the People. Resist.